But what are the oranges for?
What's going on, y'all? Today we're about to talk about TheQuartering, and he's going through it. If you don't know who TheQuartering is, he's a wannabe content creator that just grifted for years, pretending to care about certain things and not actually practicing what he preached. And he got exposed for it by a lot of people, and now he's a locale. Let's check out Kino Casino ripping him to shreds and exposing some information on him. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also drop some comments and make sure that you're subscribed as well. I drop videos every day. All right, let's see what's going down, man. Shout outs to the boys over at Kino Casino for the clips.
Jared, Return of the Mac and Cheese continues to be a persistent thorn
he's awesome.
in Jeremy Hambley's side. Here he is. He's blowing all his money on ads. Thanks for the tip via DM. We now have located all of Quartering's paid ads. Google reports 200 total, all in the past year alone.
That's crazy.
The oldest was July 2025. So the germinal decline has been in full effect for basically an entire calendar year at this point, and it's getting really, really tough. So if we go to the next slide.
Ash, if you're a creator, if you make a movie trailer or a game trailer or a video you worked really hard on, you want more, okay, you're buying ads for it to spread the word. To put 200 news reading articles as ads is on it.
It's like one every other day.
It's crazy.
He's doing like one every 2 days. He's doing this. It's crazy.
Or even more.
So,
I would say more, because
if we filter by only US ads, we can see over half of them are only shown overseas. Now, Return of the Mac and Cheese says, I find this part interesting because it shows how Jer up shifting his content over the years. He used to have a large overseas audience, but it's clear he can see the stats and knows he lost all of them when he went all in on US politics instead of generic woke slop and cape shit. They are never coming back, Jer.
Yeah, TheQuartering did always seem a little bit off, right? And I know there's going to be a lot of defenders of TheQuartering that might not be too informed on all the things that's been going on and him going after people's channels and getting them deleted off of YouTube and other platforms and celebrating and even bragging before it happened that he had this power. Fam, I would have thought that TheQuartering was against the establishment the way he was talking for all these years. And now that he's a millionaire making a bunch of money, we don't know for how long, now he's the big corporation. Now he's over here going after people and trying to cause them damage, as well as using his money to get a flock of females around him that follow him and pretty much get hit on, right? He's always trying to flirt. That's what I meant by hitting on someone. He always flirting with them, and they look mad uncomfortable, but some of them, they will stay for the check. Other ones will realize that he's just a huge grifter and leave because they don't want nothing to actually do with this guy. Yo, it's sad. I used to like TheQuartering's content until I realized he was just reading off of a website instead of actually giving his opinion. And I don't even mind if you read articles. I might read some articles here and there in future content. Who cares about that? Right? It's the fact that he's doing nothing. He adds nothing to the conversation. His personality is just an old drunk, right? That just wows out, and you gave him money, and he continues to wow out and lose his mind and then start doing desperation acts in order to try to keep his money, like spending it on ads. That's some of the worst things you can do. I've studied the whole ad thing on YouTube, right? Because I just wanted to learn. I like getting into the whole marketing aspect of everything, especially due to the fact that I do music. Check me out on Spotify and on Apple, guys. You can find those links on the homepage. But yeah, I just like looking into stuff like that. And I've realized that ads are only a good thing when you're advertising something that's of value, right? Like something that your audience might want. A new video that you put a lot of time into, a music video, right? a short film, things like that, a whole movie, stuff like that is what you might want to use those features for, and maybe put down some money for ads because that can help the growth. When you're just reading articles, fam, you're wasting time. You're trying to use a shortcut for just instead of not being lazy. And that's weird. You deserve your downfall.
Makes sense.
It's over. And he points out, and this is just obvious, imagine how much money he's wasting on this shit and how many fake views these ads account for. I don't know what his average is, but we've seen ads for 20,000 views in the not too distant past. So there's a hero out there, a brave hero, who built a site, Germinal Decline.
It's actually the best website ever.
And
I love it.
He's adding new features. So he's already on it. And he's categorizing all of these. So here's 69 of them.
Yo!
These account for nearly 8 million views. So we see here, this one has 400,000 views. He averaged during that month about 89,000 views. So that's getting about 4.5 times his average performance. So we can assume, just roughly, that about 313,938 of these views are fake, completely paid for by advertisers. Same thing here.
It's nuts.
This one, 342,000 views. That was a month where he averaged only 61,000 views. So this did 5.6 times the average. Massive outlier. And that's 281,000 fake paid for views. So this guy has been faking millions and millions and millions of views, and not just, but he's been outright paying for them, losing money in order to make people believe that he's more successful than he is.
It was a fake it till you make it, right?
It was a fake it till you make it,
Yeah.
Probably an attempt to scam advertisers, scam Rumble into renewing him at a higher contract. And also, I'm sure he thought, well, my content's so good that, if I advertise it, people are going to subscribe and they're going to stick around. But they don't stick around.
He buys subs.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even think about it in that aspect of like, okay, if I could boost my numbers and make it appear like I'm getting views and have a fan base, I can charge advertisers more, as well as get probably more sponsorships and deals with streaming platforms. That's disgusting. I don't think you should ever do anything like that. That's nasty, is dishonest, right? And I'm not like a pro the system guy, but like, fam, why don't you just make a new channel for shorts that you just want to do, right? Split that up, do your content, and then maybe instead of getting ads for your normal videos, just do better videos. You literally can afford to have a whole team of people, even writers if you need them. I won't use a writer, but hey, fam, I'm not upset if someone is using it. It's better than trying to steal someone's content. So you could get a whole plethora. You can have a team of editors, a team of writers, a team of a bunch of things, and then put time and effort into your videos. Do like one video a day, but put time and effort into it if you're able to. Right? What? Why not do that? Instead, you just like, okay, we need to boost these numbers. Throw as many shorts up here as possible. And then let's also do some ads. Spend money so it could look like, well, we out here killing it. And I was looking at his channel recently and was like, oh, some of these videos look like they're actually doing okay. They're getting like 4 to 5 times what they normally would get. And that's because he's buying ads. That's crazy. Once again, I don't think there's nothing wrong with getting ads for videos or content if it's something that is more special, right? Like, I do music. I'm not going to keep on shameless plugging my music, but fam, if I start doing more music videos, which is the plan, I'm going to possibly, if I could afford it, get some ads for the music videos. I don't see why not, especially if I could get them more towards just letting the people that already support me know, hey, I got new videos coming out. That's great. right? And then new people might discover me and be like, oh, I think this is pretty cool. Let me go and check out his other things, his stuff that has replay value. I always tell people, catalog, build a catalog. If you used to go through quartering videos, you won't find much that is still relevant, still up to date, right? Something that you can enjoy that's timeless. I do that as much as I can. I have documentaries about all types of stuff. TheQuartering don't do that because he's lazy. He has an audience that's going to watch whatever he just feeding them. So for years, he's just been not living right and just pushing and trying to make as much money as possible.
Listen, if you don't get subs for 10 days and then the next day you get 10,000 in 1 day, you have bought those subs.
BTC Maniac is estimating it at easily $100,000. I think it might be
more.
I think it's a lot.
How much are ads? You know, like I actually don't even know.
Somebody needs to look into this, right? But this might have been why also he had so much pull with YouTube as he had, because he's been buying all these advertisements and he's been paying them a fortune.
Between $6 to $15 per 1,000 impressions.
He was saying that it cost him, I think, what did he say? He told us what he was paying. He said it was something like 50 cents a view, or was it $1 a view?
It says
something
30 cents a view.
30 cents a view?
0.5 to 30 cents a view. I'm assuming it's around medium. So let's say 20. Say 20 for the average. 20 cents a view. Go ahead. 10 million views.
Bought 10 million views.
Okay, let's do the math.
Oh, buddy, then he blew like 7 figures on advertisements. There's no way. There's no way he blew 7 figures on fucking views, is there? There's no way, buddy.
We have to go.
Maybe that's why he's so desperate. He's playing in the arms of the angels today, holding up his starving fucking cat, buddy.
Is it $200,000? Is that
no? I think it's $2 million, buddy.
$2 million at 20 cents.
$2 million, buddy. He fucking spent on this shit. Allegedly, there's no way. Well, somebody said Jer said he spends 30% of his revenue on ads.
Do 5 cents a view then. Do the lowest average. 5 cents a view is what?
He must have spent 500 grand. That's what it would be.
Yeah, I would say $500 million. Yeah.
I
wish it were $250,000 because that'd be funnier. But
that's truly fucking insane, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. He said, "I wish it was $250,000. That would have been funnier. That would have been hilarious." So he really is the quartering. He quartering a bunch of millions, just racking it up. Yeah, that's nasty work. Why spend that? That makes no sense. You could literally just build a team and create content. Imagine like you could go out, fans of him. I'm saying, imagine if you still into his content. Imagine Jeremy running around with a microphone. You know what? That might not be a good idea after what he did when he was following that woman and her kids. Never mind. Maybe he don't have to go outside. He can still, do a higher level of his content. He could put movies out talking crap about Brie Larson all day. Don't get me wrong. I hated Captain Marvel, but Quartering has made enough money to where he could put out independent films. He could have been the content that he's been crying about for years. He could have put out his own video games. He could have did a whole plethora of things that he's never done because bettering the media space was never his goal. Making good content for his supporters, the people that for years spend time and money and all types of things they sacrifice to support this guy, and to know that he doesn't even care. Let me get to a certain level. I'm putting out all types of stuff. Fang gang movies. I'm already doing music. I'll do that at a higher level. I've been trying to get into the diss song game a little bit more so I could start doing that combined with my commentary. Imagine a music video with me dissing the quartering. That would be crazy. So I'm working towards these things, and I'm not even on his level when it comes to wealth. This dude will sit there and cry and complain about mainstream. We'll talk about woke this and woke that, how the woke agenda tries to cancel and shut down people over opinions. And then you find out he is the mainstream, that he is these woke people that will try to shut you down because you had an opinion. Like TheQuartering is one of the biggest disappointments in YouTube history, bro. There's a whole plethora of people that's like, I've been calling them out, y'all late. You right. You right. I don't think he was this bad. Or at least he wasn't showing that he was this bad previously.
That's the
But
best
this
case
guy-
scenario, by the way.
You gotta understand, like, his homie's in debt for $2 million on it. You know what I mean? Like, he's a guy who owns multiple airplanes, you know?
Well,
He got a Cybertruck, he's got a Ford Raptor, he's got apparently an entire classic car collection.
okay, if someone
So,
watches
Is it
their
that
video as an ad,
300K?
do you make money off that video? Because if it's an ad, it doesn't have ads within the ad, right? So you aren't even making ad money for that view.
No.
Which is crazy. That's like
You're
a
just
double
losing.
loss. Like you get like a fan.
Maybe they do also pay out the AdSense on it.
I'm
like-
actually blown away.
I have
let me
no
figure this
idea
out.
how it actually works. So take everything we're saying
A video
with a grain of salt. I'm sure somebody like Luther Morgan will do a deep dive into it, or the Germinal Decline guy, or Return of the Mac and Cheese himself. Other people will probably do a lot more research into it and will figure out the estimate on what this spend would be.
You do not
But-
earn monetization revenue from ad views themselves. If you pay for a YouTube video to show as an advertisement, people watch it as an ad. Those ad
Okay,
views
great.
are
Those-
promotional views, not
This
monetized
is why
content
Maggie
views.
was fired at Christmas.
Yeah.
This is what I think. This is what I think. All of these staff have been laid off. Everything's been scaled back. No Mother's Day gift box this year from Coffee Brand Coffee. No new flavors this year from Coffee Brand Coffee. As we're about to find out, he's clearing out coffee at 75% off. So every bag he's selling is a straight up loss for him at this point of those brands.
Fam, I don't know how he was able to even start a coffee brand. Every time I even think about TheQuartering making coffee, I just picture him with his hands all greasy and whatnot in a basement with pictures of Melanie Mack on one corner and Brie Larson on the other corner. Right, they just side by side. He in the middle with his hands all greasy, squeezing the beans. They tell him, "What are you doing? You don't have to do that." He like, "Oh, I just want the quartering flavor to be real." I was like, "What flavor you trying to make? Like, what? You know what? I don't think I could work here anymore." And why'd you tell people there's a whole factory where you making these coffee beans in your damn basement? And why your hands got so much grease on it? What you? Oh my gosh! I didn't even notice. There's a Gina Carano poster in the back too, as well. Okay. That explains. You know what? Play the nasty song for Quartering and play the nasty song for me for coming up with a nasty ass joke. Play the nasty one.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name. You
Nah, you know he got the poster of Gina on the wall. You know he got the poster. He got the old school Gladiator one too, like vintage, the original. He's like, yeah, it's just one day she just saw me as the best friend, and then I could get to know her and she'll realize it's me with the grease on my hands that she deserves. What? You want to wash your hand? Oh, no, okay. you want to remember.
It's looking tough for Jer. I'm not going to lie. But what's crazy about these advertisers, so if we go to the next slide,
Okay.
we can see all of those ones are pretty successful, right? But his promotion on Unsleeved Media was a disaster.
Oh.
All this money was completely wasted. So if you look at that bottom one, will Magic the Gathering TMNT fail?
90.
He somehow advertised that video and got less than his average viewership.
Oh my
on Unsleeved Media, which was already in the fucking toilet.
Because it
And then
was
you look at a
TMNT.
bunch of these, right? And they're like break even at best. So they were all paid
Yeah.
views
We have a 1
to
here.
just do what they were naturally doing.
One.
and
Yeah, we
this
have
is the
The
thing.
big one is
So
the
out of-
2.2.
So only 2 of the 21 videos exceeded that 2-to-1 threshold. So you look here, there's 4, 5, 6, 7. So 15 of his 21 videos that he promoted on Unsleeved Media got less than the channel was getting on average.
Yeah.
Just total disaster
and-
campaign.
And I have to say this again. We've obviously know he's buying subs, but here's like another thing. If he's buying 200 videos in 1 year worth of ads, he's 10,000% buying subs. 10,
Mhm.
like sue me, Jer. I dare you. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's not alleged. It's 100%. Sorry.
It's gonna come. He's failing.
Yeah.
He's failing.
No, he's
And
buying
that's
views
why
and
he's
shit. Like,
Now, I cannot confirm or deny if the quarter is actually buying views. I want to point out that, like I say all the time in my videos, we're watching this for educational purposes. I'm giving my opinion. I don't actually know if he's buying subs or buying views. I do know that that's a nasty practice, and I don't think that you should do it ever. Right? A lot of people are so obsessed with the vanity metrics to where they just want to seem like they're super popular and successful. Just grow on your own, bro. Go through the route of putting out videos that don't get views is okay. You'll find out that that's some of the best videos or the favorite videos from your supporters. They'll like that and be like, yo, damn, man, I really enjoyed when you did these types of videos. And you're like, what? Only like 500 people will watch that. And you don't realize like that's without algorithm boost. That's without ads, any of that thing. That's 500 people that just wanted to rock with you, that wanted to see that style. And people don't realize that if you just keep it up and you keep doing your content, that number starts to balance out where that gets higher and higher, which is why some people are able to do a live stream and have a bunch of numbers there and they not doing nothing. Right? There are YouTubers and streamers on Twitch or whatever platform that will sit there and eat a bunch of Eggo waffles for the entire stream and get hundreds of thousands of people watching them. They don't got to talk about nothing in particular. They're not even playing video games. They could do that and still get the same amount of views because they took the time and effort to just be like, hey, maybe I could just be a genuine content creator. Right? Maybe I could do videos that my audience enjoy. Maybe that's a good idea. How about that? Is that something I would want to try? People like TheQuartering, they never even thought that. Right? They just always want to cheat the system. So if I did find out, right, and it was revealed that TheQuartering was buying views or subs, then I would not be surprised. But I don't know. I can't confirm or deny. I just want to make sure that that's clear.
He's failing.
Yeah.
He's failing.
no, he's
And
buying
that's
views
why
and
he's
shit. Like,
acting the way he
this.
is. Of course he is.
Yeah.
Let's say, oh, well, they're not fake actually because they're advertisements. I consider that fake. I
Yeah.
feel like most people would consider that fake, but there's some other weird shit going on with Quartering's metrics.
Mhm.
So look at this video from today. Something huge happened. Now, we know that this number isn't 100% accurate,
Yeah. It's
but
usually higher, right?
10,389 views
In an
He has
hour?
in an hour, but 8.6 thousand likes? It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Ashton,
He's buying engagement. He's buying likes on these videos. He has to be, bro.
Okay, look.
Because even
Ash
if
knows
it's
this,
double,
right?
even if it's 20,000 views,
It's still impossible.
it's still impossible because it will be higher than that in real time, and sometimes it's as much as twice as much. or a
Usually,
little
it's like
bit more.
if it's 10,000, it's like 15 to 20.
The reality is,
Yeah.
the real baseline on likes is about 10%, maybe a little bit higher.
If it's like a real good video.
If we're giving him the full benefit of the doubt that this is 20,000 views, we're looking at close to a 50% like-dislike ratio. And just looking at it on the nose of it, it's an 86% like-dislike ratio. 86% like to view ratio. That's insane. It's a lie. It's fake.
That is literally, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been around the block on YouTube. Everyone here who's made videos knows. That is
everyone knows.
That's beyond impossible. Why? Like, that's actually crazy.
No, it's a straight up scam. And Ghostballs asks, what is the point in buying likes and views? Is it to try and scam advertisers into paying them for an ad read? That's part of what it is. The other part of it is just his pride and his vanity. And he will go broke trying to preserve his pride
and pretend that he's still doing well. Yeah.
That he's still super successful and this top content creator, and we're all jealous of the millions of dollars that he's making every month. But it's all fake. It's
actually more sad. Fraud. It's more sad than if I just watched his views go down. Like,
it's really pathetic because had he watched his views go down, he would still be making an actual profit every month.
Yeah.
But instead, he chooses to paper over his numbers with bullshit. Buying advertisements, buying likes, pumping out short after short after short to paper over the viewership and pretend like line goes up. But the truth is your brand's in the fucking shitter and it's over, bud.
Yeah, it's never a good idea to start uploading a bunch of shorts just for the sole purpose to compensate for views. That's just dumb. Right, like out of all the channels that I have, I only have like maybe 2 YouTube channels where I might highlight the focus on YouTube shorts, right? Like one of my personal channels, BX Beast Boy in real life, where I just talk about my life, my experiences, and just thoughts and just some realness, my growth. You know what I mean? I started throwing shorts up on there because I did a poll and was like, hey, would y'all want to see shorts? Like new content as well as like the best clips from videos, and people was like yes, overwhelmingly, like maybe over 90% of the vote. So I was like, let me throw some shorts on here, right? Why not? And then I noticed like people are still interested when I do normal videos, right? That's not a short, right? And that's rare because the balance between the two is hard as hell when you're a content creator, because YouTube shorts, that algorithm, you can get it to go crazy and start getting some temporary numbers, but that don't last long. And those people are not real fans, right? I'm not saying that people that like YouTube shorts are not real fans. I'm saying majority of people that will scroll through YouTube shorts don't care about the actual content creator, right? And if they do subscribe, they're probably subscribing to get more of that content that kept popping up in their shorts feed. All right, I watch a lot of YouTube shorts personally, and I'm always getting like, what's his name? Cop clips from like that 911 show or just different cop shows, Law and Order, SVU, whatever. I get a bunch of those. I'll be sitting there for mad long scrolling through them and all of that. I couldn't tell you anything about any of the content creators that I'm watching those content or clips from, right? Because there's a lot of people that's not actually content creators that are just taking clips from movies and TV shows and figuring out how to, I guess you could say, build an audience off of that. Their channel probably will get deleted eventually or demonetized, but they got to find that out on their own. You know what I mean? So I don't think shorts should be something that you just toss out all willy-nilly just so you could get your numbers up or make it appear as if your numbers are going crazy or still relevant. That's just not right, and it does nothing for you in the long run. Not saying that shorts isn't a good form. Like I just said, I got a channel where YouTube shorts are working as well as my normal videos are working, but that channel is blatantly a personal channel that's just about me, right? So maybe that's why the people that are subscribing, that they have that connection, it's with me. and not with the style of content, you know? So that differs depending on the content creators and who's putting stuff out, things like that, how you put it out.
And it's over, bud. You're fucking done. And it's getting worse every day.
Leave a like on the video if you made it this far. By the way, if you haven't subscribed,
obviously, if they're listening, they've made it this far, you know?
Nobody's saying it's just like, listen.
If you made it this far.
It's like a negative thing, you know? It's like,
it is, isn't it?
Mr. Beast, you've been holding the car for 18 hours, you know?
Oh, man.
It's like a challenge.
Followed yet, wherever you're seeing this, please do. It's hard to find people out there these days.
What do you mean it's hard to find? Hard to find people. Maybe for you, buddy, you're paying for ads to try and find viewers. I think the problem is it's not hard to find people. It's hard to find people that are willing to watch this slop. They have to be like in nursing homes and adult diapers, like hooked up in front of a Rumble Boomer box to watch this fucking crap, buddy.
Dude, I'm actually dying.
Desperate.
It's hard to find people.
It's hard to find people. There's more people on the internet than ever before. What the fuck are you talking about?
But if you have 10,000 subscribers showing up and subscribing every 10 days, it's pretty easy to find people. Like, what the
right?
Yeah, I'd be like, whoa, wow.
Yeah, like you're having constant growth. Line always goes up. What's the problem, Jared?
I've actually opened up his social, this string of Ooh.
The social blade's a lie, though. The social blade is a lie. It's all papered over. You got to go to.
Nah,
but even that
it's
doesn't
over.
look good. Like
it's actually
Luther
over.
went over the social blade, and it still doesn't look good.
Look at the.
But if you go to Jeremy, it'll decline like it's fucked
look at
anyway.
this.
Oh no!
So he bought views here. That's what the Jeremy decline I've been looking
but
at.
Even with the fucking shorts and everything, it's still collapsing week by week. Oh no, Jer, can't even
How
fake
is this
it,
possible?
bro.
There's
no,
God.
what the fuck is going on, Jer?
Yeah, but Ash, definitely right here, he was the most famous he's ever been. And then it went down to here.
Just at the height of his controversy where he was getting felted every which way. That was when people were most in love with the quartering brand. I'm sure.
Right.
Damn. They are on him. They are on him. And I can't blame him for the way that he reacted to them having an opinion. He crossed so many lines and offended so many people, and his audience, they are not rocking with him. Well, let me not say all. There's some people still are not aware fully of the whole thing. Go and watch my previous videos talking about the subject, right? Maybe I'll do like a shorter form video where I explain everything, right? Maybe I'll do that on my shorts channel. But there's a lot of people that were fans of him that are now seeing it like, yeah, he doesn't actually stand for what he said he did, and it's leaving them feeling a type of way about him. And I fully understand. I get it. He's a low-cal. This is what happens when you do low-cal things for years, to where you turn it on your own audience, all for the quick buck. It's nasty, bro. Stop chasing the dollars in a horrible and disgusting way, and chase happiness. I think there's a good way to combine the two things, you know what I mean? So where you can make a decent amount of money. It might fluctuate, but if you just play the long game, do the best content that you can do, not try to do shortcuts and all these shorts and all this other stuff. Nah, just do good content, give your opinion, be genuine. There's going to be people that watch you for years that just rock with you to where you become a normal part of their morning routine. You know what I mean? Right? And there's people that do that for me. They rock with me. They've been rocking with me since I covered all different types of topics. When I was live streaming, when I did whatever, did music, they were rocking with me to where they made me a part of their routine, that they just check for me every day. Let's see what Beast Boy doing. What's going on Internet Exposed? What's happening? And I appreciate the hell out of them. And if you're true to yourself and you're genuine and you don't be lazy and you continue to try to improve and be better and make better content, those numbers are going to grow. There's going to be even more people through the years that will rock with you. And you don't got to do none of that fake stuff. The Quartering forgot that he built an audience of people that believed that he was genuine, that were willing to rock with him, and then he just failed them. He let them down. But that's my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the like button. And also, guys, I've been getting a lot of comments of people asking for me to cover certain topics that's like different from my usual stuff on this channel because they want to, see more from me. No problem at all. Sign up and go and subscribe. Go and check out my second channel, Exposed Extra. I'll be doing a bunch of different types of content and videos that's higher quality, but also about a wide variety of things, right? That's not covered on this channel that I might want to, but I just feel like it should be on the second channel. Go and check that out. And I've been putting a lot of videos out on there.